Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Playing World Tanks. I'm AJ, and today we'll be looking at a game that I had in my WO1, which is the German tier 10 main battle tank, or medium tank in this game. I do love this tank when its gun behaves, and when I play it, it often reminds me why sometimes I don't play this tank. Is because its gun is sometimes just likes to just misbehave and doesn't want to do something that I ask it to do. Now on this map I generally play in the middle. I generally don't go over to the 7-8 line just because there's always one or two medium tanks who will go to the corner that most medium tanks go to. And consequently, a tank with good gun pressure and good aiming time can do a lot of damage in the middle on this map. Now I'm just trying to find shots where I can. I did put one in the T-49. I don't think he was expecting. I think he knew he was spotted, but he didn't know that he could be shot relatively easily. And so I took advantage of it, shot him, and I kind of knew he was gonna go away, so it didn't matter. already is on my case. He's trying to blind fire where he thinks I am. I'm not nowhere close to where he thinks I am. And now we just take stock of how the game's going on, who is going where, how the enemy has deployed, what should I do in the meantime. So at this point I was trying to get a sneaky shot into the tank that's in the middle, but unfortunately I can't. And I was thinking that I probably am spotted, so I should back off, which I was kind of surprised that I wasn't. So again, trying to go towards the other side of this hill, trying to make sure that we have shots. Now I'm poking here to see if I can spot the T-49 through the bushes. I really can't, so I back off and I start heading in the opposite direction now. Again, this is just how this map is going to play out in the middle. If you have good gun suppression, you can play rather aggressively. A Centurion Action X probably is one of the best tanks to have in this position. Good gun suppression, really decent aim time, you can fire and get out relatively quickly. Now since I put one shot into him, I kind of know that he's not gonna poke back up anytime soon. So again, moving around, trying to figure out where I can go to put more shots in. I see the Tiger 2 going through the middle. I kind of know that he's going to sort of be everybody's go-to when it comes to like shooting another tank, so since he's overextended. So first I try to kill the T-49 who's repaired his tracks, but I don't get the chance. Now here I should have just not gone this close, because I could have been shot from the front by that Scorpion sitting all the way in the back, but at this point I didn't really care that much. And since he's not paying attention, I thought I would make him pay for his error. Alright, so tank number 1 down, and here the wreck of the tank that I just killed prevented me to have any decent shots, and I miss on the RU I was trying to shoot the Tiger 2 on our team. Again, I'm trying to spot the E5 that's backing off, relatively straightforward shot into his lower plate. Now that did not actually come from the tank I was shooting. There's somebody camping in base, so at this point I decided it's not really prudent to stick around here too long. Now I'm hoping that the E5 will overcommit to coming forward, but he doesn't. So at this point I see him and the E100 relatively isolated, so at this point I'm just gonna try to see if I can flank them and take them down. And our E100 makes my job a little easier when he puts one shot into the E5, who's reduced to 1 shot of damage. I'm trying to get here as fast as I can, trying to see if I can kill the E5, but I know the E5's probably looking straight ahead, and I don't know whether he's in a good opportunity to do something. So I take the time to actually put one in the E100 and then take out the E5. In the meantime, the E100 manages to kill somebody else. on our team. And I know he's reloading, so he's not going to be reloaded when I come around and shoot him in the side of the turret. Relatively easy kill. Now I know since I sort of moved forward and I'm a decent player, Artie's probably aiming for me. And there is Artie shell number 1. He misses, but at this point I'm trying to run from Artie cover to Artie cover so he doesn't get easy shots. And the Scorpion that we shot earlier gets taken out, so the way is clear to where I'm sitting, or where I'm trying to go and sit, and that is towards the corner, because there's slight elevation in this map over here through which I can shoot all the way across the map. That is where enemies are spotted, and most of them will be within my view range. So I spot an enemy in front of me, but I don't have time to take him out just because I'm not sure whether the RD has still rounds left or not, so I'm not going to take the chance and I'm just going to let somebody else deal with him. At this point, there's one enemy tank in the middle who's foolishly sitting there, and this is not going to be an easy win for us. So at this point, the enemies are just committing way too many mistakes. I have them pincered from behind, and they can't really do much because since their heavies died, the 7-8 line is not safe for them anymore to just proceed forward on. And we take out tank number 1, and now we're just gonna proceed forward. And now here's where the accuracy on this thing shines. Now this thing, in my opinion, should be a hell of a lot more accurate than it is currently right now. Like this, I probably saw 2 pixels on the Roomba, and somehow the shell actually managed to hit him. Now I'm just predicting where he's going, and there the building fell, and kind of figured he would be there. Roomba, you know, is trying to fire blind to where he thinks I am. I'm nowhere close to those bushes, so at this point it's just cat and mouse. He disappears, and I'm thinking he's right there somewhere, and I wait for him to come in group and then just one-shot him. Now at this point, the game, I don't know whether you can say it's won, but you know, given the health that I have, it's going to be really hard to lose this game. But my team does try, and that's why I do what I do right now. So at this point, I was just like, well, there's a mouse left, there's an RD left, and there is a quarter health Centurion left. This should be relatively easy to sort of like take out. At this point, I decide to ignore the mouse because I want to get to the RD, who's somewhat being pestering me all this game. Also because of the fact that my tank is very lightly armored and can be taken out by RD relatively easily. So I missed 2 shots on the RD, 3 shots on the RD, and at this point I just get annoyed. So I finally stopped doing what I was doing, and I'm not going to proceed forward through where I just came, just because I know the mouse is probably waiting for me over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the other way and see if I can catch the RD while he runs towards the 8-9 line. And that's essentially what he's doing, because he knows where his Centurion is, he knows where the mouse is, he knows where I am. So essentially he doesn't need to stick around, if that makes sense, on this side of the map. He's just running where he thinks he should be. At this point, I should have dealt with the mouse, and I didn't. I mean, I do try to, but I just should have just stopped and killed him. So lucky. Like, I've shoot him his broadside, and for some reason it just doesn't do anything. Now I know the RD is like located there, and he's trying to actually kill me still. At this point, I don't know. I actually right about now I was just full on mad because what happened, and now this shot just magically hits for some unknown reason. And of course the mouse has a shot on me still. The Centurion thinks I'm coming for him. No, I'm not. I'm actually going still for the RD. So I just ignore the Centurion. I know I don't. He's one shot for me. I don't really care. I want to get the RD out, just because if the RD, you know, if I let the RD take position, if I'm spotted, or if they predetermine where they want the engagement to be, he's just gonna kill me super easily. So at this point, I know where the RD is going. He's either here or to my right, and since I don't see him, it's pretty simple that he's going to be on my right side. I take him out relatively easily. Now at this point, I should have just waited for the Centurion, played the view range game, and it would have not been as close as it was right now. But at this point, I'm just full on mad, because I am just annoyed that this already, because of RNG survived for as long as he did. So, I put one shot straight through the Centurion, who literally has no health as far as I'm concerned. So I take him out, and at this point, the RD lets me know that he's about to be reloaded, and I'm not about to just, go, try to kill the mouse myself, because the last shot that the Centurion actually made put me like dangerously close to getting killed by the mouse. So I'm gonna play this now a lot more carefully than I did. So I'm trying to find where the mouse is going. I try to look for the most possible avenues that he could be at, and I think the RD pinged that he was there somewhere, and so I was like, okay, if he's there, then it's relatively easy to sort of like kill him. At this point, the RD blind fired, and I don't know whether he missed or whether it didn't hit. I look over there just to make sure that, because still I don't trust what the RD is saying. But RD's right, mouse is somewhere in the open, and I don't know how he figured that. But anyways, I wait for the mouse to be about right at the edge of my view range, and then I fire this lower player and take him out, and that's all she wrote for this game. And I think this is probably the second highest damaging game I ever have had in the medium. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this replay. Feel free to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you around on the next episode of Playing World of Tanks.